God damn. I was originally waiting for the first television timeout so I could go come back on the screen because we done missed the damn tip-off, but oh no, computer want to give me problems. But that ain't what we here to talk about. What's up, y'all? Let me fix the doggone score. 8-13's the score right now. Los Angeles Lakers leading over the Denver Nuggets. What's good, y'all? What's good? God damn, I was muted. Everything was going wrong. I had the wrong link up for the live stream connected. I'm sitting over here like, why does it say Game 7? It's Game 1. Am I in a genjutsu? What's wrong with me? What's good, y'all? How's it going? It's been a while. How long has it been? 4 days? Since Monday? God damn. Let's go down the list. How much people got to bill? What's going on, y'all? How's it going? Maul Allen, Jalen Murphy, Joshua, Jay Corey, Tyson, Kamal, Will Ware, Sherrod Pettaway, Hoodie Zay. How we like those Heat being up 2-0, baby. Super B-Man. Crispy, how is it going? Gus, Raekwon, Anthony White, Duran, Xavier, Jeffrey. How is it going? Y'all on YouTube land. J.D. Davis, Nathan, Darius Williams, SCP, Nick J, Heat Nation, stand up, baby. Aha, rock star status. Lakers is playing this across the boards and don't allow the multi-cuts. Indeed, that's what their plan should be. I talked about a little bit earlier. We're going to break it down when we get back from commercial break. Just want to say what's up to y'all. How y'all doing? Trey Guwop in the building. Stay creative. How is it going? Oh, my Lord. Did y'all see that Clippers commentary? I told y'all I was going to go in on Game 7. I don't know what the hell's going on with my mic. The damn new mic, I might just have to send that gaming mic back, or I might give it away to people. Who knows? I'll figure out. If those of you who are into PC gaming, well, then again, is it really PC gaming? Are there USB mics on PlayStation and Xbox Lives? Things of that nature? Who knows? Maybe. It depends on if the people think I should give away a brand new, headset. It ain't really work out for me. I'll probably have to get a different mic. But whatever the case may be, we could do another hot mic giveaway. Why not? One of these days, give away some cash. Also, give away some headsets. Incentivize the people. Why not? What's $100? It's a lot of money. I don't know why I'd say that. I'm not up now. The hell? I just got my parents, credit card information. Don't tell them. I mean, they over there, but don't let nobody know. I'm going to put my hand here like the mic can't hear me. It's kind of stupid. Oh man, I just posted the Game 2 commentary. How's it going? Jeremy J, I see you. Jay Smooth, how's it going? The Happy Box. Monty Turner, how's it going? Darius Williams. Yeah, that Clippers commentary was golden, man. I was on one. I definitely was. I wish they had more footage of them inside the locker room because they did not have a camera shot on Montrezl Harrell at the end because I wanted to go one by one of the entire Clippers. The problem was I would have to go through the entire game and search for camera shot. They didn't have a lot. I don't know why that was, but I did my due diligence. I did the best I could. I actually, minutes before, one of the reasons why I was late was I was finishing up the commentary for the Cleveland Browns and Cincinnati Bengals from last night. So once I got done with that, I'm like, all right, let me run over here, make my thumbnail, make sure that the unchiseled Adonis isn't the one making it this time. Mister, let me just take somebody's thumbnail off of YouTube. What's the matter with you? Put your motherfucking head back there. Yeah, that's right. Put your head back there before I do it on camera. Don't make me have to abuse you on camera. They're going to be like, yo, there's a whole lot of brotherly abuse on the camera right now whilst the little one beating up the bigger one. Because I'm built like that. I'm built like that. But we ain't talking about that right now. I'll get back to you later. Beat you up at halftime. I'm telling you right now. I apologize for my outburst. Why you pick up a bat for? Why you picking up weapons for? Hey, man. Hey, calm down. I'm live. Okay. All right. So, Jamal Murray at the free throw line. Hey, relax. Hey, I'll turn to Dr. Hibbert right now. I'll start you jiggling, and then we'll start. You see, that's always able to diffuse the situation. Got to use a joke on a big man. Yeah, I may or may not make it to the end of the stream. If I die, you know who did it. It was the unchiseled Adonis. 13-10 is the lead. Dead shot. How's it going? Aha! Rockstar status. Oh, boy, get chiseled in the wrong areas. You ain't wrong about that. Jose said Brook Lopez to the Heat. That would help us. Oh, no. I do not want Brook Lopez here. Wow, LeBron just throws it straight out of bounds. I would not want Brook Lopez coming to the Miami Heat. I don't think that'd really work out very well. I don't think he runs the floor well with this offense. Baller says how I'm feeling about Big Ben. He's off to a very good start. I can't complain. Kendall says, am I going to do NFL predictions or reviews like I did last year? No, as Paul Millsap puts in the 3. Not doing it this year. It would be far too taxing. I got way too much stuff going on. But you can go over to Fan Network. We got our live streams over there. D. Willie says, what's my thoughts on Joe Burrow? He looked solid the first 2 games. He was robbed against the, almost said Clippers. He was robbed against the Chargers. Should have won that first game. Last night, Cincinnati's defense didn't show up at all. I mean, how the hell can you plan to win the game if you give up, what was it, over 200 yards rushing? Hunt had over 80. Chubb had over 120, if I'm not mistaken. You can't beat a team if you can't stop them on the ground. And Baker Mayfield was connecting on everything. So, I mean, tough game for Cincinnati. The Happy Box. 2 second. Oh, went over. Yeah. I'm going during halftime. I'm going to leave for a little bit so I can upload the commentary to Patreon. So you guys, the people who are on my Patreon, as I said, you guys get the commentary early. So y'all going over there. And NBA Finals is going to be the same method. NBA Finals commentary is going to be released a day early for the people on my Patreon. Raquan says Kawhi and Pandemic P best players for the Nuggets in Game 7. That ain't no lie. I'll tell you that right now. But let's break down exactly how the Lakers should be able to win this series. First and foremost, if LA wants to win in 5, like I predict that they will, they need to make sure they dominate the paint. If they come out here and play the way that they played against Houston, play the same way that they played against Portland early on, you're going to have a longer series than you really should have. Because let's just be honest here. Is Jokic a defensive stopper in the paint? No. You saw it in Game 1 against the Rockets. It was a damn HOV lane to the paint. They could go at whatever pace they wanted to go. And even down the line in the series, you can still, I said against the Rockets. Against, was it Clippers? Clippers. There it is. It was a HOV lane to the paint. Now, granted, it was the same way for the Lakers early on against the Rockets, but in the series, you can see the paint was not heavily guarded by the Clippers. So, I said Clippers, by the Nuggets against the Clippers. LA should be able to dominate them in points on the paint. I don't see why the Lakers can't average over 40, 50 points in the paint every single game this series. So if you continue to dominate in the paint, that puts them in a position to where Howard and McGee can get excess minutes. Granted, the Nuggets can stretch the floor, but knocking down threes isn't something that's always consistent. You got to be able to knock them down at a high clip. If you're in a spot where you have to shoot threes, most times it doesn't go down like that. If you have your entire, I could score inside, I could score outside, that's when you feel comfortable taking the shots. If you find yourself down by 10, down by 12, and now it's desperation 3 galore, you're not going to be able to play that brand of basketball over a course of a series. So if I'm LA, I have to force the Nuggets to play my brand of basketball. I got to move at a fast pace. I got to score inside. More importantly, I have to out-rebound the Denver Nuggets. We've seen Denver dominate on second chance points. You've seen hustle left and right. That's how they were able to stay in games. Moreover, this is a team that hasn't played very well in the first half. Look at the series against the Clippers. They were down by double digits. Now, granted, they came back in each of those final 3 games, but squandering leads that consistently can give you cause to pause when you play against better teams down the line, hence the Los Angeles Lakers. So if I'm the Clippers, I can't afford to fall behind. But LA has to play their brand of basketball. Paul Millsap inside, his layup, no good. KCP pulling up for 3. You know that's a brick. But rebound, Alex Caruso back out to Rondo. On the floor for the Lakers right now. Alex Caruso, Rajon Rondo, KCP, Anthony Davis, and I believe that was Kyle Kuzma as KCP lays it home on the other end of, he cuts home. Good cut over there. But LA doesn't really have a powerful scoring lineup here. But for the Nuggets on the floor is Grant, Millsap, Jokic. They go into commercial, so we can't really get the other one. But I think this is a premier spot for the Nuggets here. If they really want to put some points on the board, this is the spot to do it. You got to attack. If I'm Jokic, he's got to attack here. Cassandra says that the Nuggets in the Heat Finals 2020. I don't know. The Willie says no JaVale in the lineup. Currently, right now, he's on the bench. I didn't see him. I thought that was Anthony Davis. But if I was Christopher Andrade says, how am I doing? I'm doing well. I'm doing all right. JaVale started the game. But if I'm the Lakers, I have to dominate the paint. There is no reason, like I said earlier, there is no reason why LA shouldn't have over 40, 50 points in the paint per game. And mind you, I'm being generous. I personally believe they could score 60-plus points in the paint. LeBron, this series alone, should be averaging 28 points. You don't need to go out there and facilitate. If I'm LeBron, this is the series that I'm strictly scoring mode. Bottom line. Tyler Croc says, how many years do I think LeBron has left? 3. I truly believe he's going to stay as long as he can until his son can make it to the league. Now, a lot of people talk about whether his son's going to make it to the league or not. He is a sophomore. He's got nothing but time. He's a sophomore. He played decent last year. He wasn't the best player on their team by any means. They had a loaded squad. Dwayne Wade's son, he's not anything, super special. He's at least an average college player from where he is right now. But he was coming off of the bench. I think he averaged like 2 points or something like that. Bronny did his job when he was in high school as a freshman. So he has nothing but time to mature. So if in the event he's able to make it to the league, and remember Adam Silver was talking about possibly lifting, or if I think it's a far-gone conclusion, they're lifting the college rule. So you don't have to go to college anymore in order to make it to the league. They're going to have it to where high schoolers can enter the NBA draft. If in the event that happens over the course of the next 3 years, and I think the target date was 2021, 2022, Bronny's going to enter the NBA, and LeBron just really wants to play one season with his son, whether he's on his team or off. So, Aviation, you know what's funny? You say Bol needs to start. My good buddy, shout out to Kenny. He said that Bol should be on the court because Denver desperately needs a shot blocker. Here's the problem. I don't believe Bol has the durability to withstand a series against the Los Angeles Lakers inside. Because let me tell you something. He may be a shot blocker, but LeBron will have that brother in the ICU before the third commercial break. I can guarantee you that. Usually, when you got bruises, you got big dudes in the paint who are shot blockers, other people would be weary to do so. With leadership like LeBron and AD, well, not really AD, but leadership like LeBron and Rondo, they're going to tell you, attack Bol. Force him to have to block these shots. Rather than us try to avoid getting blocked, we going to go after him. You going to have to come get these shots. With all that muscle down low that they got, remember, guys like Dwight Howard, guys like JaVale McGee, LeBron, and also AD. Bol comes in the game, although he can shoot from outside, that's not going to be his role on Denver. So if he comes into the game, he's primarily going to be in the paint. They're not going to use him to stretch the floor. If that happens, that now limits what Denver has been doing offensively throughout this postseason. So Bol, realistically speaking, would be a liability to play him now in the Western Conference Finals after you gave him no minutes than to keep him on the bench. That's just the way I see it. Nostradamus in the house. How's it going? AD just, oh my God. See, I'm telling you, the paint is open for tonight. There should be no reason why AD is taking fall away jumpers or three-pointers tonight. I'm telling you. And ladies and gentlemen, if you have not already, download the Hot Mic app. Use the promo code Adonis. We are doing a giveaway tonight. At the conclusion of the first quarter, I'll come up with what I want to give away. We'll probably keep rolling with the cash until we have the other incentives coming for you guys. See, and they announced the PS5. I think they said 500, something like that. So we're doing the PS5. 10K followers on Hot Mic, doing a giveaway for PS5. And the Xbox as well. We're giving away both. Originally, I was thinking about possibly doing 4. So we'll do both. I think there's 2 different series of the PS5. So we'll do the, what was it? It wasn't digital. It was something that was $399. The other one was $499. So we could do both the versions of the PS5 and then both the versions of the Xbox, but most likely it'll just be one and the other. C. Stizzy says, how do I feel? It was digital, right? Yeah, See, Stizzy says, how do I feel about Giannis winning the MVP? I would love to say well-deserved. I personally believe this was LeBron's MVP year. Now, granted, a lot of people talk about, but Anthony Davis leads them in more statistics. It was, without question, it was LeBron's team, and he's the reason why they are where they're at. Now, granted, he only led in assists, but let's just be honest. If you watched the Lakers play throughout the season, you saw the most valuable player on their team was LeBron. So I personally believe this should have been the year that LeBron won, but based on the regular season, you can't deny Giannis. You simply can't. I don't feel like they should have the MVP as a regular season award. I never felt that way. Ever since what happened to Dirk in 07 where, you the MVP and you get eliminated in the first round, we need to revisit how the hell we looking at this MVP award. Now, with the introduction of the NBA honors, I believe 2 years ago, the fact that the entire awards is given out at the conclusion of the season, the only reason why we finding out now is because of the pandemic. We would have found out at the conclusion of the NBA Finals who would have been winning what. I personally believe you need to incorporate the playoffs into these awards. Bottom line. Unless, of course, it's an award where, like, we'll talk about most improved player, things of that nature. If the season ended but you have a surefire most improved player, then give it to him. But let's just be honest. If it was concluded at the end of the postseason, Brandon Ingram wouldn't have won. Bam Adebayo would have walked away with the most improved player. Or Luka Doncic. One of the two. Hey, Dennis, no, was he? Yeah, Luka Doncic was on there as well. So let's just be honest. It would have been, and probably Bam would have won it because his team is in the conference finals. I don't think they should have the regular season award, just regular season. Or create a playoff MVP. A lot of people say the playoffs MVP is the finals MVP. No, finals MVP is only for the finals. How the hell are you going to talk about it's a playoff MVP and Andre Iguodala won it in 2015? Kawhi Leonard won it in 2014. That doesn't make sense when those guys clearly weren't the most valuable player for their team in the postseason. So I think they need to introduce some playoff awards. They made a bubble MVP this year. They might as well start moving forward and making a playoff MVP because I feel like LeBron should have had that MVP in his house. Personally, I think it's one of those situations they gave him the Jordan effect where you're, realistically speaking, you're probably the MVP every single year. Somebody else got to win it. Do I foresee Giannis winning a third in a row? No. I think if LeBron has the same season he had next year, Giannis has the same season he had next year, LeBron probably wins it. Because they're like, okay, all right, we're going to give it to him. Hoodie Zay says even Luka said he shouldn't have been up there. Yeah, I agree. Luka shouldn't have been there for the most improved player. I don't, but at the same time, what do you compare for the most improved player? Because realistically speaking, if you look at last year, Giannis was the most improved player. Think about it. Last year, Giannis was literally the most improved player when he won MVP. He should have walked away with both awards. So it's kind of hard to gauge what the parameters are when we talk about most improved player. I don't quite understand it, but it is what it is. Like sixth man of the year, how was Goran Dragic not nominated for that? And then Montrezl Harrell wins it over Dennis Schroeder? I don't understand it. Lakers lead 30-26. I don't get it. It's very bizarre. With the awards, it's a hit and miss. There are moments where it's like, but no. Giannis had already won. Giannis had already won most improved player. But what I'm saying is, look, what do we compare as most like what do we look at? That's my whole thing. Because if it's under the grounds of simply improving, there are players who continue to improve as their careers go on. So realistically speaking, everybody qualifies for the most improved player. They need to put out there what is it, what it is. Schroeder should have won sixth man of the year, in my opinion. It shouldn't have been Montrezl Harrell. It should have been Schroeder. Or Schroeder, whatever the case may be. No. Steph won MVP. You got Steph won MVP. He didn't win Finals MVP. 2015 arguably could have won the Finals MVP, but you know what it is. Orlando Jones says, G can develop a jump shot, he'll win it next year. If Giannis can develop a jump shot, perhaps. Truth be told, I think that's really the only thing that he's missing. I think that's the only thing that he's missing. Because Giannis is so dependent on his athleticism and ability to get to the paint. When you force him to shoot and he doesn't knock those shots down, coaches are now looking at him like, oh, we don't got to worry about nothing. Your yogurt says Bol is the GOAT. Nope. Anthony Davis' first free throw is good. And ladies and gentlemen, if you have not already, download the Hot Mic app. Use a promo code Adonis. Get it on your cellular device. Yeah, we'll probably do the final again. We'll do the final again. Total score. Puts in both free throws. MPJ. Oh, why would you pick up your dribble, bruh? Come on now. Jamal Murray one-on-one with Rajon Rondo. Gets a pick by Plumlee. Going towards the basket. Should have been a layup that he made there, but it's missed. Anthony Davis can't hold on to the basketball. That's a clear foul. Davis can't afford to get into foul trouble here. That's a very weird, headband that he got on right there. It looked like he had one of those sleeves, and he just cut it. Good job by Murray with the reach-in. Get his hands on the basketball. Davis got to be more aware there. This man over here involuntarily humping people. What's wrong with him? This man hit MPJ with the pelvic thrust. 49 seconds remain on the clock in the first quarter. Here comes Greyhead James into the game. Jay Corey says, I should make an NBA awards video like I did for the NFL. You know, I have been considering that, but the only problem is I would have to cover the NBA throughout the entire season. And that is a very extremely arduous task to try to cover. The benefit of next year is because the layoff from this whole bubble situation most likely will give us the NBA season kicking off in the spring. There's a possibility after the NFL is over, I could just go into the NBA and actually cover the NBA throughout the season because of how things play out. Because the only reason why I don't do NBA commentary throughout the season is there's 82 goddamn games, there's 30 goddamn teams, and more importantly, it overlaps the NFL season. It's impossible for me to do both at the exact same time. But with the postseason and having limited games, it's not too difficult. But if the NBA season comes in the spring, there's no XFL. There's no other spring. I don't do baseball. So the floor might be open for NBA commentary every single day. Nuggets holding for the final shot here. LA got a 1-point lead. Jamal Murray most likely going to take this step back three. Oh, he just takes a pull-up three. His jumper is good. Denver goes into the break up 38-36. Let me tell you something. It's the first quarter. Both these teams didn't show up defensively. If I'm LA, I'm concerned because we know the Nuggets can't stop nobody. We don't need to talk about the Nuggets defense. But LA, if I'm not mistaken, was a top 5 defensive team this year, and they were number 2 in the West behind the Clippers, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody let me know if I'm wrong. But this is unacceptable if you're a Lakers fan. This is unacceptable if you're a Lakers player. Jonathan Hill put 5 on it. Says, fact, Dirk always had the hardest the hardest road to winning the championship. I wouldn't say he always had the hardest road, but the 2011 was by far, I think, of the last decade, the hardest path to a championship. You sweep the defending champion Los Angeles Lakers. I believe they eliminated the Spurs and OKC that playoffs, and then you take down the Big Three Heat. It was a hell of a performance. But I'll say this much. With the Nuggets, you got to be feeling comfortable here knowing that you put up 38 points in the first quarter. You got to be comfortable that you put up 38 points in the first quarter. If I'm LA, I'm right now looking at each other like, what the hell are we doing? No, the Lakers had the best record in the West. I'm talking about their defensive rating. I believe they were a top 5 defensive rating. They were second behind the Clippers. I believe the Clippers were the highest in the West. The Bucks were the highest in the league. The Lakers were second. Yeah, the Lakers were second behind Bucks. Well, I'll be damned. I thought the Clippers were ahead of the Lakers. Well, there it is. Jamal Murray is balling. Let me tell you something. This guy has emerged himself as the all-star now. We got to talk about 2 all-stars. Now, granted, he ain't make the all-star team yet. A lot of people look at his regular season number. He only averaged 18. The Nuggets, if you're a Nuggets fan or you watch Nuggets basketball, you would have saw, Jamal Murray, this guy's coming. He gonna be the truth. Give him some time. He gonna be the truth. From this point forth, Jamal Murray fixing to be a NBA all-star moving forward. The only problem is him and Devin Booker kind of gonna be the juggling spot for that last all-star spot. Jamal Murray might be that guy who's giving you baskets and mess around and never make an all-star team. He might just be a Steven Jackson. Ooh, that's a name right there. But the Nuggets should be feeling very comfortable right now. Their only problem is the Lakers right now offensively ain't playing their best brand of basketball. The Nuggets right now are firing on all cylinders, and it's only a 2-point game. So there's a little bit of cause to pause. My finals prediction, I have my Miami Heat. I said, if you go back and you look at the whole My Nuggets podcast, I believe it was in the kickoff of the season, the NBA season. I said, the Miami Heat are going to go to the finals. Now, granted, it sounded like I was biased. I may be a Heat fan. But I foresaw this entire thing. Did it play out the way that I wanted it to play? No. Did I expect it, them to damn near sweep the Bucks? No. But I did say on the record I wanted them to play the Bucks because they will eliminate the Bucks. I did say this. I knew that. When they played against Indiana, people were, if Sabonis was there. No, they'd have still beat them too. Now them being 2 up on Boston, I said they'd beat Boston in 6. I'm still holding on to that. But if the way Boston losing leads right now, who knows? Slick Dizzy says Devin Booker got to make the All-Star team somehow. You're absolutely correct. But because of the fact that he's in Phoenix, because he's losing in Phoenix, the NBA, as we all know, All-Star teams, unless you're somebody who's having a sensational season, if you're on a winning team, they'll most likely name you to the All-Star team before they name somebody who's on a losing team. But all right, let's because Alex Caruso just got an and one inside. But let's do this. All right, so as always, we got the combined score is the giveaway. We're giving away $25 again tonight to the person who gets the right prediction. So if you're watching on YouTube, this is what you got to do. Click the links in my description. Download the Hot Mic app. Use the promo code Adonis, all caps, on your iPhone or your Android tablet, whatever the case may be. You can enter a sweepstakes to win $25. Here's how you can win. All right. You have to combine the total score of both teams tonight. Say, for example, the Lakers score 90, the Nuggets score 88. That total score is 178. Let's say if the Lakers score 100, the Nuggets score 78. That's 178 again. So basically, you got to combine together the total points, and you can mess around and win yourself $25 today. So this is how it's going to go down, all right? I'm going to write in the chat, as always, the line starts now. When I click this here, you leave your submissions and the number that you believe will be the combined total score tonight, and you can win yourself a little bit of money. Okay? Bam. There it is. Everybody go over there, leave your submissions. Oh, wow. Nobody left a submission until I wrote it. So there you go. All right? I'm going to start taking my screenshots so I have it on my phone. But if you want to go and win yourself a free $25, all you got to do is download the Hot Mic app, use the promo code Adonis, and you can win yourself some money. We've had a number of people win. If you put it on the YouTube chat room, you will not qualify. Only on Hot Mic can you qualify. If you write it on YouTube, it's solely for bragging rights. The app is absolutely free. Download the Hot Mic app. Use the promo code Adonis. Get it on your phone. You can possibly win yourself a little bit of money. C. Stizzy says, when am I bringing back the classic games? At the conclusion of the NBA Finals. The only reason why I haven't been able to do it is because it's been very tough to find the time to record numerous commentaries at one moment, because I'm doing a whole lot of stuff at the current moment. So once this NBA Finals is, pretty much done, then I'll be able to get it done. Or there's a possibility next week during the week, at the conclusion of the primetime commentary on Wednesday, I'll have a little bit of time because I have a 2-day window where there isn't really anything. And since they're only doing one NBA game per day, I may be able to bring the commentary back before the NBA Finals. So I definitely got to get that, done for you guys because we got a list of games that are yet to be touched. But if you guys want to qualify and win yourself $25, download the Hot Mic app, use the promo code Adonis, get it on your phone. Taking my screenshots now. Ooh, I'm seeing a lot of good suggestions here. James says if it's the Nuggets and the Heat, who do I have? I have the Heat winning that series. Will Ware says 240. Hoodie Zay says 214. Tyson says 231. Gus says 235. Donnie G says 227. Hitman 47 says 218. Super B Man says 247. Sean says 260. Ghost 5x1 says Nuggets 202. LeBron with the stuff inside. Great dunk inside. Lakers up by 4. And look at the change in how LA's going about this thing. So far, it's been 90 seconds. They've held the Nuggets scoreless. They've scored 6 points. What is MPJ doing? How long did it take? I don't know if he was staying on LeBron there or if he was trying to shed the screen, but that was very bizarre. I don't know why he stepped up there. He shouldn't have went. That is a bad defensive situation there. But if you guys who are watching on YouTube, you want to win yourself a little bit of money, you got to go over to the Hot Mic app, download it. Absolutely free. Let me get from, there we are. Makai, I have to go from you downwards. Jiffy, I see you with 233. Sonic DR says 234. Aki Moxel saying, I'm saying 200. Terrell says 195. Remember, you got to put the total number together. You could always write down what you think the score is actually going to be, but you could put the number together. We had a situation the last live stream where two people, nobody had the exact score, but the two closest people, one had the actual combined score, another person had this score to this score, and it was off by 2 points on both sides. So I said, you know what, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. But this time around, it's only for the combined score. So if you have not already written your combined score, put your combined score on Hot Mic. Why am I glitching so much? What's going on with me? Art says, what are these numbers for? A possibility to win yourself $25. We do the total score, and if you get the total score right, you can win yourself $25. But all you got to do is download the Hot Mic app, use the promo code Adonis, absolutely free. Then you have to put your number on the app over here. If you're watching on YouTube, you will not qualify. You can leave it in YouTube. You'll have a little bit of bragging rights. But if you want to qualify, it's on the Hot Mic app. And once we get to 10K on Hot Mic, we're doing a giveaway. PS5, brand new. Guess what? Somebody gonna win it. Xbox, guess what? Somebody gonna win it. Corey Johnson says, I don't want the money, but I got 217. I'll keep that in mind, Corey Johnson. Beast Mode says, do you ever think Reggie Miller versus Jordan when Miller hit that game winner? Did you ever do Reggie Miller versus? Game 4 of the 98 Eastern Conference Finals. Game 4 or Game 5? No, it was Game 4. Yeah, it was Game 4. Yeah. Nobody ever asked me to do that one. The invite code is Adonis. All the information is on the bottom right of the YouTube. You see that small thing underneath the Lakers score? Everything right there. Just click the links in my description. Pizza Boy, by the way, says he's on Hot Mic. You got what's your name on there? You said you got 227? I see you. No, but Pizza Boy, I see you put 234. Then you got 233. You got all kinds of numbers in here, brother. Which one is it? The first one I saw you put down was 233. We rolling with that one. Stay Creative says 205. Wow, the Lakers got 12 assists on 15 made field goals. Danny B says you're going to steal a PS5. You're goddamn right. Grand larceny. I cannot confirm nor deny said sentiments. Here on the Hold My Nugget stream, we do not endorse stealing from organizations to get a PS5. That's not exactly what we want to do. Although, you know, boys kind of broke, so you got to do what you got to do. We ain't talking about that right now. Aviation Meme Guy says, how do you watch the NFL and NBA for free? Well, Darius Williams, yes, I am doing the Iron Bowl. I have that on my list. If you guys want to see the actual list of the classic commentaries that are here to come, let me go and find that for you guys. Here is what's left to get done right now. If you guys would like to have your suggestion jump to the top of the list, go over and join my Patreon, become a level 5 or 6 member, and you can have your suggestion jump to the top of the list. This is what we have left to go. 2006 AFC Championship, Week 9, MJD versus Chris Johnson. Then we have the Saints and Giants, that shootout in 2015. The Sugar Bowl, Ohio State and Alabama. Steelers versus Ravens in the playoffs in 2010, the 24-point comeback by Pittsburgh. We got the Tuck Rule Iron Bowl in 2010, Panthers Cowboys on Thanksgiving, the Iron Bowl in 2013, Panthers Giants in 2015, that Josh Norman and OBJ. Then we got Cowboys Lions. I believe that was the game that what was in that Cowboys-Lions game? I think they got blown out, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think that was the Calvin Johnson game. We got Nebraska and Florida National Championship, Eagles Cowboys 2000, Heat Spurs Game 7. What is going on? Why is this joint glitching? What's going on? I think it's when I put the phone here, then the joint started wilding for some reason. There was a glitch in the system. Maybe it's the Undisputed Era. Shock the system. That was terrible. I thought I was going to have more bass in my voice. What's wrong with me? Did I get neutered? Perhaps. Well, we got a number of games coming up. But go to Buff Streams. You could always go to Buff Streams. Why'd I give them 40 when they missed the free throw? What is wrong with me? I'm point shaving. Well, point adding for the Nuggets. Great shot by the good Morris twin. Lakers by 9. Yeah, the stream should be fine now. I don't think I'm glitching anymore. Oh, Dwight Howard just tried to end a man's career, but he's going to the free throw line. I told you guys, because of the presence in the paint by the Lakers, they're going to force the Nuggets to have to play first half-court basketball. That's one. And they cannot guard a soul in the paint. Remember what I said? The Lakers should have over 50 points in the paint this game. There should be no reason why it doesn't happen. Let's look at some percentages right now. Right now, the Lakers got 24 points in the paint, but they've squandered 22 points in the paint. They're 17 of 27, 63% they're shooting from the floor right now. The Nuggets are shooting 53%, 14 of 26. Both teams have connected on at least 3 3-pointers. The Lakers are 4 of 6. And they're 10 of 12 from the free throw line. Well, 10 of 14. I believe Howard missing both of those kind of shot them in the foot. But the Lakers are out rebounding them, out assisting them, out blocking them, out stealing them, and not turning the ball over as often as the Nuggets. Jay Corey says, Leo said, you should play I Need a Hero. Perhaps. Wasn't that in Pokemon as well? I wanna be a hero. Pokemon Advance. Wasn't it? What was it? Was that it? Am I bugging? I used to know all the Pokemon themes. I can't recall. Slick Dizzy said, how the hell did Stephen Gostkowski miss 4 kicks and hit the game-winning kick against the Broncos? It was a Genjutsu, brother. Just like Cody Parkey going 5 for 5 last night. How the hell that happened? Oh no, the glitch is back. What the hell? LeBron dunk again. Look at what happened in the second quarter. The Nuggets have only scored 1 point in the second quarter. They're being outscored 14-1. It was Pokemon Advance, right? It was. All right. Tamir says 243. Jesus or Jesus says 218. Edward, yes, I got you. 245. I got you, brother. Space Ghost says the 1995 Eastern Conference Finals, Magic versus Bulls. No, it was the second round. I'll mark that one down. Jay Corey said, how do I feel about the WWE? Let me get back up there to your, I'll take a look at your comment in a little bit. I'm just going through the couple of the screenshots. Somebody said SportsSurge.net has the stuff. All right. Hoodies A says that LeBron's 35, still running around like he's a rookie. I wouldn't necessarily say a rookie, but that brother is running around pretty effectively, I might add. Tremere Herring says, big fan. I appreciate that, brother. I'm not too sure why the hell I'm teleporting on the stream. I don't know if I've made too many jokes about Nick Folk, Cody Parkey, Steven Gostkowski, all these kind of kickers, Blair Walsh. Jokic has 3 fouls. This ain't good for the Nuggets. But for those of you guys who are watching on YouTube, download the Hot Mic app. Use the promo code Adonis. You can win yourself $25. All you got to do is be able to predict the total score of tonight's game. If you write it on YouTube, you will not qualify. You got to download the Hot Mic app. Use the promo code Adonis. It is an absolutely free commentary app. We're changing the game of sports commentary. Wait, then again, yeah, you know what? Corey Johnson, you make a very good point. You're saying I'm using instant transmission. If indeed I am, perhaps that's how I'll get my hands on the PS5 when we get to 10K subscribers on Hot Mic. I can use instant transmission, hop into a Walmart or wherever the hell they selling the damn game, steal it, and then come back on home to my crib. Baller Highlights, put $3.99 on it. I appreciate you, brother. Lakers lead 52-39. Edward says, when is the giveaway for the PS5? When I get to 10K subscribers. If I'm not mistaken, I can pre-order the PS5 now, right? Can I? Because if I can, I might as well put in an order right now. I ain't got no money, but I got credit. CBD MK puts 5 on it. Said, what's your game on the week on Sunday? Oh, my game of the week and the underdog to win. My game of the week. It's sold out everywhere. God damn. Well, luckily, we're only 3,000. How far away are we from 10K? We're a good way away from 10K. Now, granted, dude with 178,000 subscribers who hasn't really done the promo yet, I'm pretty sure we can get to 10K before the end of the year. Somebody might just get themselves a PS5 for Christmas. 53-39 is the current score in favor of the Los Angeles Lakers. Oh, damn, I still got 52 on there. What's wrong with me? Oh, what a block by Howard. God damn, and he stomped all over the good Morris twin. Yo, Dwight Howard came to play, man. He heard Stephen A. Smith's criticism talking about, yo, you heard Paul George is going to be the next Dwight Howard. He said, I got 3 defensive players of the year, pussy. Put some respect on my name. As for the game of the week, you got a couple selections here. You got Rams, Eagles. Damn. Good. Wow, damn. Palmy just dunked all over Danny Green, and I'm not upset. Fuck you, Danny Green. That's the first field goal by the Nuggets in this quarter. The Nuggets have only scored 3 points in this quarter. LA has outscored them 17-3. LeBron nearly pulled up from 3. I don't know why he picked up his dribble. Go to the basket, LeBron. You cannot be guarded. There you go, LeBron. Put your shoulder down. Blocking foul and 1. Jamal Murray called for the foul. Remember, Jokic is out of this game. He's got 3 fouls already. LeBron's headed to the free throw line. Golly, Murray did not set his feet. That's definitely a blocking foul. But games of the week, A lot of people don't really want to watch this Atlanta versus Cowboys game. I think that's a selection as well. But Rams, Eagles, that's one. Ravens, Texans, that's two. Patriots, Seahawks, that's three. But out of all of them, I think the Sunday night game, Patriots, Seahawks, that's probably going to be the most jam-packed. Houston, Baltimore, it would be good if DeAndre Hopkins was there. But I do think Houston's going to make it interesting. It's going to be way closer than you think. I think there's going to be a Justin Tucker game-winning sort of situation. He's going to take a field goal to beat the Texans. Deshaun Watson will will his way into making this a game. But game of the week, I would say Patriots and Seattle Seahawks. See, Stizzy says, hey, have I seen the 2002 Miami roster? Miami who? Hurricanes? 2002 Miami Dolphins? 2002 Miami Heat? Real quick, other than DBZ, says, oh, no. Harold Carver says, yo, what's up? Real quick, other than DBZ, what's my favorite anime? Is Hunter x Hunter. If you haven't seen on that hop. Oh, if I haven't seen Hunter x Hunter, hop on it. Yes. One of my mans had told me about Hunter x Hunter. I've never gotten the time to sit there and watch it. I have to. I saw the clip of the dude who bit half the other guy's face off when he was talking shit. That was hilarious. And then I think he threw the piece of the face or spit it out and hit somebody else's head off. I gotta see Hunter x Hunter. My favorite anime of all time is Death Note. DBZ is DBZ second. One Piece is third. Guilty Crown is fourth. Naruto is probably fifth. But I have a list of anime that's there. Attack on Titan is there. Does Pokemon count as anime? Code Geass is there. Monster is there. Konosuba is for me, it's the funniest anime of all time. No, Gintama, but Konosuba is there for me as well. Bleach, I've never watched Bleach. Brotherhood, Brotherhood is a separate anime. I was thinking of Full Metal Alchemist. That's in my top 10 too. Brotherhood, I haven't seen that yet, but I got to. PS5 sold out in November. I'm going to get, whenever the hell they put it back out, I'm going to get my hands on the PS5. Somebody fixing to win it. That's all I know about it. Somebody going to win the PS5. Somebody going to win the Xbox. But if you guys have not already, and I watched Avatar. I saw both of the Avatars. Regular Avatar, Airbender, and then Legend of Korra. A lot of people said Korra was better than the first. I disagree. Korra was good. I don't think it was better than the first. One Punch Man, yes, I did see it. I liked it. It was pretty cool. First season was way better than the second, though. How is it going, Donald? Sweeter. Is that how it's pronounced? Sweater, pardon me. How is it going? How you doing? But if you guys have not already, download the Hot Mic app. Use the promo code Adonis. You can win yourself $25. All you got to do is predict the total score of tonight's game. But you got to do it on the Hot Mic app. That way you can qualify. If you put your score prediction on YouTube, you will not qualify. Adrian says 7 Deadly Sins. I watched the first 2 seasons. Well, the first season and then the 4 episodes that they had. I have not watched the 3rd season in its entirety. I need to, because I heard what is it, Escantor? Is that how his name's pronounced? But that dude went off. So I need to watch it. I really need to catch up on anime. But because the season's back now, it's going to be very hard. And because I'm in the final stages of everything with the damn merch, finally getting everything towards me, so it's going to be kind of tough. But when the time comes, I will. See, Stizzy says, do I read manga? No, I do not. The only manga that I read is Dragon Ball Z Multiverse, and it's a fictitious manga. I don't read manga because if it's going to be brought into a show, I'd rather watch it brought to life rather than depend on my imagination, because my imagination already runs amok. So I'll imagine it to be way better than what it really is, and then when I watch it on the show, I'm going to be upset. On top of that, because the show comes out the way that it does, I don't want things to be spoiled for me. So now granted, if you're reading the manga, you're just reading the manga, so you're not spoiling it for yourself. But because sometimes the anime isn't the same as the manga, I don't like that. If there was always continuity, then ain't no problem. But because that's not always the case, I'm not really into the manga. When I was younger, I used to read the manga. I started with Dragon Ball was the first manga I ever read, and then Inuyasha, I read the entire series. I started in Naruto and then I stopped. I stopped reading Naruto once Shippuden got aired, and then I was watching, and then I stopped watching Shippuden after Asuma. No, I said Asuma. Is it Asuma? It is Asuma. Why do I have Akuma in my head? Why is that messing that up for me? Who was Shikamaru Sensei? It was Asuma, wasn't it? I know it's got to be Asuma. It is Asuma, right? That's how his name's pronounced. Am I bugging? Escanor is his name. Yeah, it was Asuma. Yeah. After he got killed, I believe it was still when they had the Bluebird intro, the third intro. Once that happened, I stopped. I said, yo, I ain't gonna watch it until it's all on English dubbed. And then ultimately, when I was in college, I watched the rest of Naruto till it's finished. And I believe episode 500 was the last episode, like 5 years ago. So I started watching Boruto and then I stopped. C Stizzy says, what's my thoughts on the WWE? It's all right. It's not what it used to be. I mean, I haven't watched it as often as I used to be. I mean, I think it kind of peaked when Kofi Mania. I think it kind of peaked at that point, and then now it's some hit or miss here and there. COVID kind of ruined the stuff for me because I feel like without the crowd, it don't hit the same. So it's kind of tough right now. Denver has only scored 5 points this damn quarter, bro. We 7 minutes into the quarter. Denver only scored 5 points. The Lakers have outscored them 22-5. Murray one-on-one inside against Danny Green. Turnaround jumper is good. Give him that basket. But let's keep in mind, the Lakers led by as much as, 17, 15 tonight? They must close the door in the third quarter on the Nuggets. They cannot afford them to come back. Good job by Howard here defensively. You got to get that rebound, though. Oh, it is taken by Rajon Rondo. Back the other way come the Lakers down the court. Rondo pass inside to Anthony Davis. Lay it up. He is fouled, but I said fouled. He is fouled, but come on, man. Turnovers are killing the Nuggets right now. If we go and we look at the statistics, let's take a look at the statistics once more. Because turnovers are killing the Nuggets. If I'm not mistaken, they got well over 10. They got to have about 9 or 10 turnovers right now. Let me see. Right now, the Nuggets got 9 turnovers to LA's 3. LA's outscoring them in the paint 30-26. It should be more, but so be it. Assist, LA has 15 to the Nuggets 8. The Nuggets are out rebounding LA 14-13, and both teams split with 3 rebounds, offensive rebounds that is. But the LA is shooting 60% from the field. Now, granted, the Nuggets are shooting 50 as well. But that has since substantially dropped down here in this quarter where the Nuggets have been struggling. If I'm LA now leading by 15, you've got to see if you could push this lead to at least 23 going into the half. Slick Desi said you saw all 4 seasons of 7 Deadly Sins. I bet. I need something to watch. I'm going to have to choose a day to binge. Wow, good job by Murray, man. Able to force the foul on Green. I don't know why Green's standing here looking confused. Like he don't know what the hell's going on. But Denver's going to the free throw line. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching on YouTube and you have not already, download the Hot Mic app. Use the promo code Adonis. You could qualify to win yourself $25 if you can predict the total score for tonight's game. All right. Here are some of the screenshots that we got already of people and their submitted, submissions of their scores here. You got some scores that have been submitted already. I think that's well over 40, 50 actually. Oh, I see you, Dorian. You said 239. Well, damn, you got to pick one. You're saying 239, 236. We're going to roll with 239, brother. Jamal Murray, 15 points tonight. 5 of 8. Jokic is not in this game because he has 3 fouls already. LA attacking Jokic, getting him into foul trouble, keeping him off the floor. Denver needs Jokic on the court. If he's not there, Jamal Murray is primarily the scoring option. Paul Millsap has since taken a back so far this postseason. He does drive inside on Rondo, utilizing his body. Good job by him. They cut their deficit down to 11. We're not going to see Jokic for the rest of this quarter. I'm telling you right now, they can't risk bringing him back in. Jamal Murray is the primary scorer right now for the Nuggets. If MJP is on the floor, yes, he is. But primarily the scoring is going to be going through Murray. Wait a minute. Did Murray just get his... Was that Millsap third? Oh, no, it was Murray's third foul. Oh, no. Jamal Murray got 3 fouls, too. Oh, it's over. Oh, no. What are they doing? That's not disciplined basketball. I thought the foul was on Paul Millsap. It was on Jamal Murray? Come on, bro. Golly. The Nuggets are playing right into LA's hands, man. The one thing you don't want to do is go out there and beat yourself. It's currently the second quarter, 3:45 left on the clock. LA leading 61-49. The Nuggets have only scored 11 points this quarter. They came into the They came into the second quarter. MPJ wide open 3-point shot, no good. They came into the second quarter leading 38-36. LA has put on an offensive clinic in the second quarter, leading by as much as 17. Rondo's jump shot, no good. Rebound nearly by Dwight Howard, but there's a foul on the floor. MPJ, and if LA's already in the bonus. Remember what I said at the beginning of the game. LA needs to dominate on the boards and dominate inside. If that happens and they play that brand of basketball, you'll see JaVale McGee, you'll see Dwight Howard get much more minutes than they did in the series against Houston. And what have we seen? Dwight Howard has made his presence felt ridiculously thus far this game. He's only got 3 points, 2 rebounds, but he's gotten to the free throw line. He's blocked a few shots. He's played great defensive basketball. You can't beat the Lakers if they're playing this way. More importantly, Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic both have 3 fouls. Denver is in a bad place right now. I see a few people came over to Hot Mic. Oh, Revante in the building. JB Fly, boy in the house, says 170 will be the combined score. Jack says 211. And for those of you guys who are on Hot Mic right now, if you haven't already followed me on Hot Mic, just go over and hit that follow button. Give me a follow. When we get to 10,000 followers on Hot Mic, we're giving away a PS5. We're also giving away a Xbox Series X, S, whichever one is a new one. Dwight got to finish that inside. Did I adjust the score to 63? No, I did not. It's currently 63-49 right now in favor of the Los Angeles Lakers. Ian says best Laker of all time, Kobe Bryant. Second behind him is Magic Johnson. But what about Kareem? Magic. But what about Shaq? Kobe. Shaq was still the man for the first 3 titles, but Kobe played 20 years there. You can't. How is he not Mr. Laker? Jerry West, yeah, but Jerry West lost way too many finals. Now, granted, when you talk about greatest of all time, greatest Laker of all time, it's Kobe Bryant. I don't think it's Kobe Bryant, then it's Magic, and then it's Kareem for me. Kobe Bryant, Magic, Kareem, then Jerry West, then Shaq. Golly, the damn Nuggets can't buy a basket right now. Elgin Baylor, oh no, I wouldn't have Elgin Baylor ahead of Jerry West. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't have Elgin Baylor ahead of Jerry West. Tim Duncan is the best Spurs. That's without question. Unpopular opinion. Tim Duncan had a better career than Kobe Bryant. A lot of people always talk about top 10 players all time, and everybody want to always throw Kobe up there. I understand why. I get why, but before I say Kobe, I got to say Tim Duncan. I'm sorry. Before I say Kobe, I got to say Tim Duncan. Mind you, Tim Duncan took a step back to make sure the Spurs continue to win. People don't take that into account. Tim Duncan was a first-team All-NBA as a rookie, man. If Tim Duncan ain't have to run Pop system, and let's say he went to a team where he was supposed to be the man and score all the baskets, Tim Duncan probably giving you 32 points a game for 10 consecutive series. Duncan is undoubtedly, yes, thank you so much, DeWillie. Duncan is undoubtedly the greatest power forward of all time. It's not even close. It is not even close. Karl Malone, cry your heart out. Kevin Garnett, don't even come close to me. Dirk Nowitzki, please, take a step aside. After High School Show says Kobe over Duncan. Rock Won't Die said who had more help, Tim or Kobe? They had the equal amount. It's an equal amount across the board. Early on, if you look at that 99 Spurs team, granted, the 99 championship year, the 99 NBA season, it was a toss-up. Once Jordan left, it was a toss-up. So nobody knew who the hell was going to win. That Spurs team with the Twin Towers, Tim Duncan was the primary reason why they won. 2003, that was a collective team coming together. Now, you played against a very weak, New Jersey Nets team. Well, not really weak. I mean, they made it to the NBA Finals. But they were outclassed, all right? But if you look at Kobe and Duncan over the course of the years, you could say Tim Duncan had more help, but Kobe's teams weren't slouches. Kobe had a 2-year span where his team was, 2.5 years. Because once Powell showed up, they went to the finals and lost. They won back-to-back. And then in 2011, 2012, they had good teams. They got swept in 2011. They weren't no scrubs when they got swept. 2012, injuries derailed that team. And then 2013, injuries again. From that point moving forward, they had to rebuild. And Kobe was on his last legs and couldn't stay healthy. So I would have to say, in the grand scheme of careers, Tim Duncan had more help, but slightly by a hair. Andre said, do you think the NBA has ever been rigged like WWF? Absolutely. I believe all sports are rigged to a T. To a T. Because big market teams, you'll see them most likely represented more often. So they're rigged to a certain T. Like the NBA, it's easy to rig games. You saw Donaghy be able to rig the game. Like 2002 Western Conference Finals. The Kings should have been in the finals. They rigged that whole series. They rigged it. It's already been admitted. They rigged it. Sports are rigged to a certain spot. 2018 Saints. How the fuck don't you call the pass interference? Referees can dictate things easy in basketball because I could just call a bunch of ticky-tack fouls and you out of the game. For instance, Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic's fouls right now, if they never called them, both of them would have still been on the floor. Granted, their impact could, let's say if they continue to shoot like 0 for 11 or some shit like that. You could keep calling fouls on LeBron, calling fouls on Anthony Davis, get them out the game, and then possibly the other team can, have momentum. Football is a little bit tougher, but then you start on the offensive line. Realistically speaking, every single play, there is holding. Every single play. You just got to choose whether to call it or not. In soccer, motherfuckers can get a red card for just exhaling on somebody. If you really want to rig the sport, you can. But this is where there's a counteract to rigging. Say, for example, I try to rig a game in the NBA. If motherfuckers are shooting lights out, for example, like remember what Klay Thompson did when he hit those 14 threes, right? Or 13 threes. I could try to rig a game all I want. How the hell are you going to stop somebody from scoring 37 points in the third quarter? You can't do anything about that. The only way to counter rigging is if you play out of your mind. I could call holding on 6 consecutive plays in football. If I score an 80-yard touchdown, then an 85-yard touchdown, then a 90-yard touchdown, then a 94-yard touchdown, then a 96-yard touchdown, and the defense can't stop me, at what point the referee got to be like, yo, we can't do anything. We got to let it ride. KCP 3-point shot, no good. Under a minute left to play. The Nuggets are staying right here. 3-point shot, bang. Gary Harris, bang. LeBron, oh, whoa. Whoa. What the hell just happened over there? KCP hit the deck. Did he get pushed? What happened there? Did Gary Harris push him? Yes, Doomscare. We did do the score, but you can leave your score prediction inside the chat room. If you guys have not already, if you didn't download the Hot Mic app, download the Hot Mic app. Use the promo code Adonis. You can qualify to get yourself $25 tonight. All you got to do is predict the total score between both teams. All right? But if you leave it on YouTube, you will not qualify. Download the Hot Mic app. Use the promo code Adonis. Come over to the Hot Mic app. Leave your prediction in the comment section over here. Oh, I see Doomski left yours. Yeah, Dorian Veal, I got you with 239. I got you, brother. I got you in the screenshots. Jerry says 169. Oh, you expect a low-scoring game tonight. It's Jinx says 205. The app is absolutely free, and if you're watching on Hot Mic, make sure you go over and hit the follow, because when we get to 10,000 followers on Hot Mic, we are doing a giveaway. We're giving away a PS5. We're giving away a brand new Xbox as well. Lodestar says LeBum needed a half year to maybe win a title to go back to Cleveland 3X. I wouldn't call him LeBum. I don't quite understand why people call him LeBum. I understand why there is dislike, but let's just be honest here. We can't be calling people like LeBron James bums. When you're being compared to Jordan and you actually have a real argument, I don't think we should be calling people bums. I still do have Jordan as the greatest of all time. Don't get me wrong. But there it is. Doomsday says, which money app do I prefer? I do Cash App, I do Venmo, or I do PayPal. Whichever one. We've done all three so far. Except Venmo. No, I think we did Venmo. Did we do Venmo? Let me check see if I sent somebody Venmo. Yes, I did. We did Venmo on the 14th was Monday. We did Venmo for this past Monday Night Football winner. We've done Cash App a number of times. We've done PayPal once. The score right now, oh wow, wait, Michael Malone was on the staff with LeBron James in 07? He was on the staff when the Cavs went to the finals and got swept. Well, I'll be damned. I didn't know that. I know Mike Malone was there. The Nuggets cut their deficit back down to 8. They were trailing by as much as 15 points. Thus far, why am I changing the Lakers score? They were trailing by as much as 15. Oh, LeBron gonna get a charge. What? They called a blocking foul here on Grant? I don't know. I need to see the replay here. They called a blocking foul on Grant. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, LeBron should go to the line here. And one. Yeah. Grant didn't set his feet. Golly, they are getting to the free throw line tonight. LA's doing everything in their power to get to the free throw line tonight. That should be an and one. There you go. Fix the score, man. That should be an and one. 69 on the board for the Lakers. LeBron shooting one. I did put 70 because I foresee he's gonna make it, but this is LeBron James at the free throw line. He probably mess around and miss this one. And he made it. Wow, I'm shocked. 16 seconds remain. The Nuggets will hold for the final shot here. Let's see if they're going into the half with a double-digit deficit or a single-digit deficit. Nikola Jokic, 3 fouls. Jamal Murray, 3 fouls. MPJ, his three-pointer, no good. And we're going to the half. LA leading 70-59 over the Denver Nuggets. The Nuggets in the second quarter scored only 21 points. You know how much the Lakers scored? 34. Golly, LeBron with the ugly face while he dunking. It's crazy, this man's athleticism. Homie is 35 in his 17th year. I hate when people have to keep saying 35, but we need to talk about it. His head is still by the damn basket when he jumps. That's ridiculous, man. How the hell has he been able to... His prime has lasted since his second year in the league until now. It's 15 years. Golly. God, well, then again, his prime was really his third year. Yeah, his prime was really his third year because that's when he was second in MVP voting. His prime was really his second year. Let's go and get those stats for you just before we go over to the break. Right now, the Lakers are shooting 51% from the field. The Nuggets are shooting 50%. All right? Three-pointers, both teams have made 4. The Lakers are shooting 44%. The Nuggets are shooting 30%. Free throws, the Nuggets are shooting 81%. The Lakers are shooting 68%. But the Lakers have been to the line double as many times as the Nuggets. They've been to the line 32 times. They're 22 of 32. All right? The Nuggets are getting themselves in foul trouble right here. The Lakers are out assisting the Nuggets 16-10. 19-18 is a rebound in favor of the Lakers, and they have 6 offensive rebounds to the Nuggets 3. They have 2 more block shots with 4-2. 7-1 steals in favor of the Lakers, 7-1. And turnover wise, the Nuggets have 9 turnovers when the Lakers only have 4. Both teams are doing pretty good on the points on the paint. The Lakers have 34 points in the paint in contrast to the Nuggets 32. But remember, the Nuggets came into the second quarter with, I believe it was 18 points in the paint or something of that nature. So the Lakers came in with 26. They have since, put up a little bit more. Then again, it's at the same ratio, so I don't know why I said that. Regardless, I foresee the Lakers having over 50 points in the paint at the conclusion of this game. But they've got to be feeling very comfortable. Remember, they squandered 38 points in the first quarter, and here in the second, they only gave up 21. So if they continue to play that brand of defense, they should be able to run away with the lead here. But for those of you guys who are watching on YouTube right now, Justin, I got you with 217. I see your suggestion here. Let's keep saying suggestion. I see your prediction, hypothesis. Dizzy says his prediction is 241. TJ Blaze says 233. Devin, you say 258. Now, for those of you who are watching on YouTube, if you have not already, download the Hot Mic app. You can win yourself $25 tonight. All you got to do is put in your hypothesis of the total score for tonight's game. Download the Hot Mic app. Use a promo code Adonis. You can win yourself $25. The app is absolutely free. Get it on your iPhone. Get it on your Android. Get it on a tablet. Doesn't really matter. Download the Hot Mic app. All of the links are in my description. Simply scroll down. The description is there for Android. It's there for iPhone. Download it, put your total prediction there, and you will qualify. Alex Cho, I see you put 195, but you put 195 on YouTube. If you want to qualify, you got to go to the Hot Mic app. Also, follow me on the Hot Mic app. When we get to 10,000 subscribers, follow us on the Hot Mic app. We're doing a giveaway. Brand new PS5, brand new Xbox. We will give it to whoever wins that raffle. All right? Now, we are going to halftime. If you happen to be on my Patreon, head over there. I'm posting last night's Thursday Night Football game highlight commentary on my Patreon during halftime. For the rest of you guys, you will be getting it tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. All right? Cowsticks, I got you with 205. Louie says 200. J. Carl, I see you got 231. Good suggestions, you guys. Good suggestions, good hypotheses. But I will see you at the start of the third quarter. Head over to head over to Hot Mic so you could leave your suggestion there. I will continue to get the screenshots. Yes, Jay Corey, I got you 209. I'll get your screenshots so I have your submissions. But we'll be right back. Head over to Patreon so you can see this game highlight commentary. Oh, but by the way, before I leave, they're having a very good conversation on Hot Mic. Talking about greatest player by era. All right, now you guys on YouTube, I'd like you guys to go over to Hot Mic, indulge in the conversation, or you can begin in the YouTube chat room as well. And then when I come back in the third quarter, we'll discuss and I'll give you my picks for greatest player by era, by decade, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and then we can anticipate for who's going to be the best player in these 2020s. right, we back. I'm going to go grab a damn sandwich. Golly. The start of the third quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Both teams exchanged a missed basket. The dot needs me. Ask, how did the Nuggets get here? 59 points. Well, let me give you guys a little recap. Jordan, I see you. I was still watching in the chat room. You guys had very good you had very good conversation, good dialogue about the best player in the NBA by era. LeBron finds Dwight inside. But before we get there, let's just recap the first half. The Nuggets jumped out to a first quarter lead 38-36. Then in the second quarter, they were outscored 34-21. Jokic has 3 fouls. Murray has 3 fouls. Both were unable to finish the last 3 minutes of the second quarter. Both cannot afford to get into deeper foul trouble this half because Lord knows they need both Joker and Murray on the floor. Joker left the game extremely early in the second quarter. Murray left towards the tail end. So far, Denver's completely struggled to get baskets across the entire floor in that second quarter, but now they have a much-needed lift. They cut their deficit down to 11. They were facing as much as a 15, 17-point deficit. Yo, Susboy Nation, that's a hilarious name. Manila Thriller puts 210. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching on the YouTube, do me a favor. Download the Hot Mic app. You download the Hot Mic app, use the promo code Adonis. You can win yourself $25 tonight. If you can get your suggestion. You can get your hypothesis of the total amount of points that will be scored tonight. Peyton Ellison said they got to get a desktop app. Indeed. But they are on the desktop. Well, at least on my end. I have it on the desktop. No. TNT 51. That's the patriarchal seed providing Adonis. Chicken. Jamal Murray butts in a 3. Anthony Davis one-on-one inside. Puts in another basket. Lakers back up by 12. D Mizzle, how's it going, brother? Adam Bruin says Steve Ballmer is a shellless turtle. You're damn right. He's a snail without a shell. Call him a slug. Good defense by LA off the knee of Gary Harris. Back the other way. Another turnover by Denver. This is now double-digit turnovers for them thus far this game. Saul Gonzalez in the building. How is it going? No, go to the paint, AD. Stop trying. LeBron with a deep 3. No good. Rebound, Millsap. 8:10 left on the clock in this third quarter. Doomski says, hey, man, I'm probably getting in the Chubb. Wait. Hey, man, I'm probably getting the Chubb in the end zone. Interesting. But, like the question that we had left you guys with at the conclusion of the half, we're talking about best players by decade, best players of eras. So, here's it for me. For the 1960s, the most accomplished may be Bill Russell. The best player, Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain was the best player of the 1960s. I don't care what nobody say. Bill Russell definitely won all them damn championships, but there is no question. The best player, in my opinion, that was Wilt Chamberlain. Of the 50s, Bill Russell came around in, 56? That's all I need to see. Bill Russell, I'll give it to him for the 50s. But Wilt Chamberlain, I'll give it to the 60s. The 70s. 70s is a tough one. Because there's a lot of good players. Malik the Great says, why are you acting like you was in the 1960s watching it? No, but I'm a student of the game. So I go back and watch old videos. When I first started to learn how to play basketball, I would watch, Pete Maravich, and I'd watch people of that nature and see how they played, so I had an understanding of where the game came from. A lot of people look at, NBA players now, and they see, oh, well, this person got a crossover, they got this turnaround jumper, they can do this now. If you go back in the day, nobody knew about that yet. But in the 1970s, for me, I would probably have to take, Pete Maravich. You got a lot of different people, but there's no question. It's Kareem. Let's just be honest. It's not even close. It's Kareem. There's a lot of other players, but it's Kareem. Why are we even speaking about this? It's Kareem, by far, right? 1980s. Some people could talk, well, Jordan's the 90s. And you could argue that it's possibly 80s. But for me, although Magic won 5 titles, best player, it was Larry Bird. Most accomplished, Magic Johnson. 1980s, Larry Bird. I'm sorry, I'm a Bird guy. Larry Bird was that 1980s. Sorry. Magic was most accomplished. Larry Bird is the 80s. And people better stop disrespecting Larry Bird like, oh, man, he was just a white guy. Y'all better stop it. Y'all better stop it. Larry Bird was that man. All right? 1990s. Are you kidding me? Is it even a conversation? 1990s? We don't need to talk about that. Don't waste my time, man. 1990s was Steve Kerr. Like, this guy was highest three-point shot percentage in NBA history. Walked away with 4 straight man, this goddamn Michael Jordan. Come on, man. Don't waste my time. The hell wrong with y'all? Michael Jordan, 1990s. It's not even damn close. But the 2000s, this is where people kind of have, some people throw in Shaq. You got 4 titles. Some people throw in Tim Duncan. You had 3 titles. Some people throw in Kobe, obviously. You had 4 titles. Because I don't know if you count 2010 championship was the beginning of the 2010s. But somebody said Charles Barkley for the 90s. But the 2000s, I say most accomplished, Tim Duncan. I would love to say Tim Duncan was the best, but I'd have to give that player to Kobe. I'd have to give that to Kobe. Initially, I'd always go Tim Duncan, but I think I'll give that one to Kobe. Depending on the day of the week, it switches. Right now, I'm feeling Kobe. Matter of fact, first half, I was feeling Tim Duncan. It's kind of a split. No, 90s Hakeem, you bugging. Some say Kobe, some say Tim. It go either way. I never disagree with anybody, either Kobe or Tim Duncan. That's for the 2000s. 2010s, it's LeBron, and let's not even have no goddamn conversation. What I'm eating, some miniature chickens. Maybe GMO chickens, who knows? I may grow another eye in the middle of my back. Somebody said Brian Salabrini. If you don't stop, although the White Mamba was something to be dealt with. No. Yeah. And for the 2020s, I think it'll be Luka. A lot of people talking about Giannis. I think it's going to be Luka. So I said, Mark, man, I thought somebody had wrote Anthony Bennett for a second. Top 5 players right now, Bron. Boy, do we count? Can we count KD? KD hurt. I can't. KD hurt. Can't count KD. I don't want to do a top 5 right now. Motherfuckers is hurt, man. I don't feel comfortable making a list with people who hurt right now. I say Luka. I still say Luka. 2020 is fixing to be Luka. Oh, 2010s. I said LeBron already. Yeah, it's LeBron. It's LeBron. It's not even close. It's LeBron. Four MVPs, 3 NBA titles, 8 consecutive NBA Finals appearances. Come on, man. It's not even close. It's LeBron. Anthony Davis' three-point shot is good. 81-67, the current score. Anthony Davis got 22 points, ladies and gentlemen. LeBron's got 9 assists tonight. LeBron, go attack in the back. Why are they outside? What is Anthony Davis doing at the three-point line? Oh, Jesus. Danny Green is open for 3. You know he's shooting a brick. Why is Danny Green even shooting? LeBron need to go to the paint. Good pass to Howard. Howard almost lost it. That's the 10th assist for LeBron James. He fumbled the basketball, but that got to be an assist. I mean, you want to do comedians? Top comedians by era? 60s Red Fox. 70s Pryor. 80s, a lot of people say Eddie Murphy. I'm still going Carlin. 90s Chris Rock. 2000s Chappelle. And in the 2010, well, 2000s, but then again, 90s could really go to Chappelle too. Nah, I think 90s you got to give to Chris Rock. 2000s you could give to Chappelle. Yeah, Chappelle's show was in the 2000s too. He left in 2004, but a lot of people talk about Cat Williams. His catalog ain't better than Chappelle in the 2000s. 2010 to the 2010s. Can you really? Boy, should have been Patrice O'Neal. God rest his soul, my guy. But gotta be Kevin. You know, give it to Kevin Hart. No. Bernie Mac has never had an hour special. Can't give it to him. Khaled said Patrice O'Neal highly underrated. Absolutely, man. That's my guy. That was the person who pushed me to get into comedy. Bill Burr would get the 2000s, but Chappelle was in the 2000s. It took Bill Burr's Philly incident in 2006 to really get him into the limelight. But at the same time, it's 4 years versus Chappelle 4. The first 4 years of the 2000s of Chappelle versus the last 4 years of Bill Burr. Chappelle outclasses him. I can't give it to Bill Burr. Bill Burr's there, though. Bernie Mac has probably one of the greatest set of all. Absolute. Bernie Mac's set was great, but he never had that special, bruh. I can't put him over Chris Rock in the 90s. Chris Rock was larger than life. I can't. George Lopez, yeah, he was a beast. But in the 2000s, I can't put him over. I can't put him over Chappelle, and I can't put him over Chris Rock. Fluffy in the 2010s did his thing. He could rival Kevin Hart, but it's been kind of Kevin's on a hold. Kevin is the most accomplished comedian of all time, I think only behind Jerry Seinfeld. Eddie Murphy would have been in the 80s, but I can't put him over Carlin. Eddie Murphy was on a different level, but there's no way I'm about to have a list now. I can't have a list with not have Carlin on there. Paul Mooney was a beast too. In my top 5 comedians of all time, I think Dave Chappelle has become the greatest of all time. Initially, I was always Carlin. Number 1. Chappelle's number 1. Carlin number 2. I would say Pryor is number 3. And then it kind of goes by whatever your likes and dislikes are, because some people say Hicks. Some people, I can't have a top 5 and I don't put Patrice O'Neal in there. His entire catalog, I think it's, man could have been the greatest of all time had he not died. Bill Burr, Red Fox. Some people say Lenny Bruce. I never really felt Lenny Bruce like that. Alexander says, am I a Lakers or Nuggets fan? I'm a Miami Heat fan. Finally, we back from commercial break. That felt like 7 minutes of a commercial break. Golly. Both teams have connected on at least 6 threes. Well, I should say both teams connected on 6 threes. The Nuggets currently trailing by 17 again. Jokic has a jumper at the top of the foul line, puts it in. Jokic has 3 fouls on the night already. No, 4 fouls, pardon me. He's got 4 fouls tonight. Cannot afford to get in further foul trouble. Golly, come on, Jokic. What are you doing? Great rat pass by Rondo over to Anthony Davis, who's behind the three-point line for reasons I wish I knew. 24-second violation going back the other way to the Nuggets. I think the Lakers are starting to get very lax. Anthony Davis has no business not being in the paint. I understand the brother can shoot, but that don't make no sense. Saul says, am I a Heat bandwagon? Oh, no. You could go to the search bar on YouTube right now. Type in Chiseled Adonis Heat. You'll see a video I made 2 years ago explaining when I became a Heat fan and Steelers fan in 2000. It's all in one video. Jokic pass inside. There's MJP. Gives out to Gary Harris. His three-pointer no good. Last touch by Anthony Davis. It should be stay. Whoa, wait a minute. What? How's that Nuggets ball? They said it touched somebody's shoulder? Gotta be kidding me. Lead is still 15. Madara Anderson says, easy way to beat the Nuggets, foul trouble. Absolutely. But it's foul trouble on the right people. I think the Lakers should be more than 40 foul shots right now. Dwight Howard inside. There's another basket. The lead back up to 17, pardon me. Dwight Howard, 13 points, 3 rebounds, 3 blocks. Oh, we about to have a 20 burger right here. KCP throws it down. Golly. Jokic one-on-one with bum-ass Danny Green. Danny can't guard him. Jokic passes it inside. Oh, we got a foul call. Wait, what? They said all ball? God damn. Damn. Another turnover by the Nuggets. Right now, the Lakers are shooting 51% from the floor. The Nuggets shooting 48%. Denver being outscored 20-12 so far in this third quarter, pardon me. The Lakers now have 46 points in the paint. Remember, I said they're going to get at least 50. And I was being generous, keeping it low at 50. I believe they could get to 70 tonight. Truly. Ooh, Rondo's pass deflected. Anthony Davis, step back jumper. Good. Bam. The lead is up to 21. Pardon me. What the hell wrong with me? I'm caught up in a genjutsu. This chicken getting to my mind. Must be GMO. 11-2 run over the course of the last 3 minutes for the Lakers and one. Jokic says, get your bitch ass out my face, Dwight Howard. You take it in the booty. I almost told the damn Nuggets to pass the sticks. But like we know, they like to take their receipt to the sperm bank and get their comeback because they did that the last 3 games against the Los Angeles Clippers. They may be still playing against Los Angeles, but this is a different team. The Lakers have shot. Oh no, that's not correct. They definitely shot more than 32 free throws tonight. It's increased. They went back to the line. I guess not. $92-74. The lead is back up. to 18. And the Lakers are playing their brand of basketball. The reason why you're not seeing the Nuggets come back the same way that they did against the Clippers is the Lakers are not changing the way that they're playing. They're not changing their philosophy. They're staying aggressive. They're attacking the basket. Rajon Rondo puts in a great layup over there and brings the lead back up to 20. Jared says, New York gang. We are in New York. Oh, 4 seconds left on the shot clock here for the Nuggets. Very tough shot. Jokic inside fighting for the rebound, and they're going to maintain possession, but Jokic goes down. C. Stizzy says, my thoughts on Robert Horry. He probably has the most auspicious career of all time. You talk about favorable. This man was in the right place at the right time. You get drafted to go to Houston that just so happened to lose, or I should say you go to Houston where Michael Jordan retires the year that you come in. No, the year after you came in, because he came in 1993. You win back-to-back titles. You find yourself in Los Angeles. You win a three-peat over there and then get to 5 titles. You go over to San Antonio and you win 2 there. But let me say this about Robert Horry. He played his role to the best of his ability. And he did it the right way. He's not like Samaki Walker who ain't getting no minutes and coasted his way to a damn title. Robert Horry had some big-ass moments in those championship wins. He ain't somebody who just rode coattails to go and get somewhere. They don't call him Big Shot Bob for no damn reason. What are my thoughts on Rodman? Probably some can call him the greatest one-on-one defender of all time. If we talk about, if they had a category for doing the dirty work, he's the greatest of all time. Oh, they're going to call a foul here. LeBron thought he could get a block. I think they might just call a foul on Bron here. How do I feel about Charles Barkley? Outside of Karl Malone and Elgin Baylor, I think Charles Barkley might be the greatest player to have never won a championship. I mean, Steve Nash got 2 titles, 2 MVPs and hasn't won a championship, but I think of everybody, Charles Barkley might just be that guy who is the greatest to have never won a title. Charles was something special. Charles was truly something special. You talk about a guy who's barely 6'6". Hell, he might just be 6'4". But grabbing rebounds like no other, high energy. This guy was so, I love Charles Barkley. I love Charles Barkley. I love his game. Do I think Giannis deserved MVP? Yes, but I do believe it should have been LeBron. You can't make an argument against Giannis except for the fact that his team got eliminated. In the regular season, there's literally no holes. Oh boy, another turnover for LA. What a pass by Rondo inside. Oh my God. Oh my God. Magnificent bounce pass inside. 58 seconds left to play in this third quarter here. The Lakers are out assisting the damn Nuggets 26-15. Holy smokes, man. Blocking foul on Anthony Davis. What a bounce pass by Rondo, man. Damn. Take the L out of Love. It might just be over, brother. James says, what are my thoughts on Hakeem? Love Hakeem. Love Hakeem. I don't think he was a better defender than, he was a better defender on bigs than Rodman. Without question. He was a better defender on bigs than Rodman. I think Hakeem is probably the greatest shot blocker of all time. But Rodman could guard 1 through 5. And that sheer versatility is why I think I would have him, you know, we talk about defenders, why I have Rodman up there. What about AI? He didn't win a ring. AI AI, in my opinion, is the top 4 shooting guard of all time. But when we talk about greatest players, I don't think I would have AI ahead of Charles Barkley. Regardless of the fact that AI was a walking bucket, I don't think I'd have him ahead of Charles Barkley. It's very hard to compare because it's a bunch of different eras, man. But I don't know. Wow, the lead is 23 here. Anthony Davis got 30 points and 13 this quarter. I damn near put 1,000 points for the damn Lakers. 15 seconds remain in this third quarter. Great wraparound pass by Jokic. The Lakers will hold for the final shot here with a 21-point lead. 12.5 seconds remain. Best passer of all time, Magic Johnson. It's not even close. Jason Kidd is probably number 2. Steve Nash is there as well. Wow, they foul Rondo. That's interesting. Malik says, what position did I play when I played ball? When I played ball, I played the I had to play the 1 or the 2 because I'm 5'11". So I had to play the 1 or the 2. Who would I compare myself to? Wow, is Davis? Jokic just got his 5th foul. Yeah, this game's done. Jokic got his 5th foul. There's no comeback if Jokic is not in the game. It's over, bro. It's over. Was he fouled at the 3-point line? He was. Wow. Really? Because he gave him no space to land? Damn. Yeah, it's over for Jokic, man. That's his 5th foul. You might as well unplug Denver's controller right now. But, David Bach says he's surprised by this game. Are you? Mateo says, who do I think is the GOAT? Michael Jordan. What are my thoughts on Pippen? One of the 50 greatest players of all time. I think people overlook how good Pippen was because of the mystique of Michael Jordan. People be talking about, oh, LeBron need help this, LeBron need help that, Kobe needed Shaq, all this other stuff. Don't make it seem like Pippen was some goddamn scrub. Jordan was the only person missing from that 1994 Bulls team, and they still almost went to the conference finals. Don't make it seem like Pippen's some sort of scrub. Pippen is a top 50 player of all time. This man was no bum. In my opinion, Pippen would have matter of fact, actually, yeah. If Pippen was not on the Bulls, Jamal Murray, almost put it in from a distance, but all 3 shots were put in by Davis from the free throw line. He's got 33 on the day. But if Pippen was on a different team, I think he could have got a title. He wouldn't have had 6. He would have got 1. I think Pippen would have got 1. Man ain't no bum. Kobe is the most skilled player of all time. The greatest bad shot maker of all time. When we talk about skills, everybody says, yo, but he took Michael Jordan's moves. He did. He took Michael Jordan's moves and he introduced his own moves. Fourth quarter, 103-79. Goddamn Lakers are murdering absolutely murdering the Nuggets. Darius says, why do people always say top 50 player for Pippen? Because he's one of the 50 greatest players of all time. When they did the voting for the top 50 players of all time, I think it was in 1997, if I'm not mistaken, 1996, Pippen was voted as one of the 50 greatest players of all time at the time of his playing in his prime. He may not be top 50 anymore because it's been 24 years since the voting of that particular, list. But at the time that he was playing, he was a top 50 player of all time playing alongside, arguably, or I should say undisputably, the greatest player of all time. Mason says Melo or Pippen in their prime. I'm taking Pippen. On the offensive side of the ball, I'll take Melo all day. I think Melo is a top 10 scorer of all time. When it comes to ability to score the basketball, Melo's a top 10 bucket getter. However, Pippen gives you a complete game. Darius says, why not 40? They voted 50. I don't make the rules. They voted 50. Look up the list. Saul says Melo is trash. Okay, you must be young. Just because Melo ain't make it to no finals and Melo don't got no ring on his finger, don't make Melo trash. Individually, Melo is one of the greatest basketball players to have ever graced the basketball court. Team player, not so much. Joshua, you ain't wrong. Ravante says, thoughts on Grant Hill? Had he not gotten hurt, he probably would have been the past generation's LeBron. Devontae on YouTube says, why is Bol not playing? He ain't play all playoffs long. You think you want to insert him into this series? I touched on it a little bit early in the first quarter. I said Bol, although he is a rim protector, he is a shot blocker. There's one question about his health, two regarding his durability. Knowing the veteran leadership that the Lakers have, they will attack Bol out the gate. They're not going to say, oh, no, he could block our shots. They're going to tell him, come get my shot. So they're going to go after him. Bol is going to be in the ICU by the third commercial break if they end up playing him. Jay Corey says, how would you feel if this game went to OT? If this game went to OT, I may just get naked on the stream. If this game go to OT, I'm giving away all my money. Everybody in the chat getting $50. Y'all better call on Arceus, call on Jasheen, call on, call on Kaguya, call on freaking Lord Zeno, get Shenron on the phone. If this game go to overtime, everybody getting $50. I'm telling you that right now. I'm going to get naked. I'm going to act a fool. You kidding me? Yeah, all right. Rajon Rondo wide open, connects on a three. You tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to put your hands up in the air and get the power to the spirit bomb. Because I'm telling you right now, you better give your power to the Nuggets. If they force an overtime right now, everybody getting money. You don't even got to only be on Hot Mic. You could be on YouTube. Everybody getting money. Jokic out here with 5 fouls. Y'all talking about forcing overtime? I never been one to say the game was over before it hit the 0-0, but God, dog, this one, take the L out of love. It's over, brother. They force overtime or the Nuggets win, everybody getting money. Giles is how that's pronounced. 19 says, which finals performances was better? 2011 or 2016? So I'm guessing you're saying Dirk's performance or LeBron's performance in 2016? LeBron. Dirk had a hell of a finals, but LeBron's 2016 was sensational. The lead is up to 25, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Both teams exchanged the three. Y'all better start cheering for the Nuggets. Put your hands up in the air. I'm done with this mini chicken. Oh, no, that's 86. Pardon me. Let me fix their score. Rondo inside, passed out to the good Morris twin. Alex Caruso, wide open three. That was a heavy brick. Man ain't even touched the doggone rim. That is not how the white man's supposed to shoot the basketball. Little bit of English on the other end. LeBron one-on-one, clear path foul. 23 points is the lead. Matt says, do I personally think they could defeat the Lakers? Who? The Nuggets? Hell no. Oh, the Spurs? Spurs 2011. What do you mean? Spurs 2011. What do you mean, Darius? Kyle says, do I think the Bulls would have gone to the 99 finals against the Spurs? No. because they wouldn't have had the same roster. Although on The Last Dance they said they would have came back, I don't believe that to be the case. But if everybody on the Bulls, on top of that, they were extremely fatigued as well. I do think they would have came out the East, but I don't know if they would have beaten that 99 Spurs team. I honestly don't know. But then again, it's a shortened season, so boy, it's very tough. It's very tough. I want to say yes, but because it's a shortened season, that actually gives them an advantage. You know what? I think they would have. I think they would have won in 99 if they came back. You know what? Yeah, I think they would have. Tony Fat says Heat Lakers finals. I guarantee that right now. That's my initial pick. That's what I said at the beginning of the season. I said Heat Lakers. C Stig said, what was the biggest choke job in NBA history? Oh, the 2016 Warriors. It's not even close. 2016 Warriors. You can't be the greatest regular season team of all time and then you go out there and completely drop the ball like that. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. That's the biggest choke job of all time. The Clippers, because they were projected to go to the finals and they didn't get there. But that's like the 2007 Dallas Mavericks. They lost in the first round. Law Dog says, what's my top 5 big man of all time? For me, Shaq is number 1. For me, Shaq is the greatest big man of all time, in my opinion. Number 2, I got Wilt. 3, I got Chamberlain. 4, matter of fact, 3, I got Reem. 4, I got Chamberlain. 5, I got Russell. But for me, Shaq is the greatest of all time. Because if Shaq kept his ass in shape, and I've said it numerous times, if every player in NBA history, go do the math yourself, if every player in NBA history shot 75% from the free throw line, Shaq would be the all-time leading scorer. If Shaq kept himself in shape, and I believe his peak shape of unstoppable was in the year 2000, if Shaq shows up like that, and keeps that shape for 15 years, Shaq's the greatest player of all time. Even with 4 titles, he would have been more than Michael Jordan. I'm telling you right now. Shaq messed around and be the greatest player of all time. And if Shaq was playing now, imagine if social media was as big as it was, if it was as big as it is now in the 2000s. Oh, Shaq's the biggest player of all time. Because when we talk about personality, Shaq's that dude. Jordan was all business. And when he got on the court, you couldn't see him. Shaq was all business on the court, but he was also a goofball off the court. Shaq could have been, and it wouldn't even been close. Wilt, greatest rebounder? Oh, no. I wouldn't say Wilt is the greatest rebounder. Shaq won. Hakeem, I put Hakeem 2 because defensively. But Kareem, I used to have Kareem at 2. God damn. Can I really put Hakeem over Kareem? I can't really put Hakeem over Kareem. Now that I'm thinking about it. I can't not have Kareem number 2. Kareem had an unstoppable sky. Yeah, boy. I can't not. Yeah, I'm gonna have to shift Kareem to 2, man. I'm gonna have to shift Kareem to 2. I'll move Hakeem to 3. I'll put Wilt at 4 and then leave Russell at 5. Aviation says Yao Ming was the best until injuries. Yao. Shaq was still the best center in the league until 2007. 2006, you can argue Ming passed Shaq, but I would have put him over there. Yao was something special. Do I think the Spurs will recover? They gonna have to rebuild because Pop only has one more year on him. Dorian Veal says, what's my favorite NBA Finals of all time? 2013 NBA Finals was my favorite finals. Obviously, I'm a Heat fan. Favorite Super Bowl? Super Bowl 43. Best center of the 2010s? That's a tough one. DeMarcus Cousins? Am I missing somebody? DeMarcus Cousins, maybe? Hakeem or Yao Hakeem? Dwight? No, I can't say Dwight. Dwight was in a position where he became the best center in 2008, right? And then by 2014, it kind of, when he got to Atlanta, it was he not at the top no more. 2010 centers were all over the place. Rebounding wise, Drummond is the best one, but Dwight went to the finals in 2009. We're talking about the 2010s. Dwight ain't go to the finals in the 2010s. If we talk about this past decade, the last 10 years, it's all over the place for the best center of the decade. There's no consistent center that been dominating year in, year out. I mean, Drummond been killing on the boards. So, that's a tough one. That's a very tough one. Steelers pregame comes out tomorrow. Golly, that's a tough one. Fidel says Vince Carter is very underrated. I wouldn't say he's underrated. He's rated as a probably top 15 shooting guard of all time. I wouldn't say he's underrated. He's just old now, so people have recency bias. What have you done for me lately? That's how people judge people. Why do you think people look at Richard Jefferson like Richard Jefferson's some sort of bum? They look at Richard Jefferson like, oh man, you had to ride LeBron coattails in order to get a title. Like this man ain't played 2 finals before and wasn't a pivotal role. He was the number 3 piece of those New Jersey Nets. It was Kidd, Carter, Jefferson. He was giving motherfuckers 20 buckets a night. Well, not 20 buckets, but 20 points a night. People have way too much of recency bias. They done forgot who the hell you were when you were younger. Why do you think people early on the stream were calling Melo a bum? They don't remember what Melo was looking like. People look at Rondo now. What are you talking about, playoff Rondo? A lot of fans now, they just look at points. They look at the stat sheet. That's the only thing that they use to quantify arguments when you talk about better players. 7:09 left on the clock here. Anthony Davis, 35 points tonight. Oh, my Lord. I don't even know why Davis is still in the game. Bron is still sitting. Davis still getting the basketball. Turnaround jumper, good. 37 points for Anthony Davis. Golly, they can't guard him. They can't guard him. Eli said it was originally Kidd, then Kenyon Martin, then Jefferson. Yes, that was before Carter got there. Because they went to the finals before Carter got there. Dorian Field says, what's my thoughts on Joe Burrow so far? I like him. I like him a lot. But they need to make sure that, one, they get themselves an offensive line for the future. And they surround them with a few more pieces on offense. Obviously, A.J. Green, and I've actually made if you watch the commentary on my Patreon, I said, hey, this is a very controversial conversation, but Can you make the argument if A.J. Green doesn't perform this year with Joe Burrow as his quarterback, can we make the argument that Andy Dalton made A.J. Green? I know it's a very tough, and listen, A.J. Green is a sensational receiver, but can we make the argument that Andy Dalton made his career if he doesn't perform with Joe Burrow? Something to think about. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching on YouTube, do me a favor. Download the Hot Mic app. Use the promo code Adonis. I'm on the fence about it. Alex G says, where do I think AD gets all time? He can be the greatest power forward of all time when it's all said and done. Skillfully, he's probably the most skilled power forward. Right, he definitely is the most skilled power forward right now. So he has the potential to be the greatest of all time. But we'll have to see. Some can make the, yes, Darius, you can make the argument, AJ made Dalton. Some can say that. But if Son don't perform, people might start looking at him like, yo, I don't know if this guy was as good as we thought he was. No, prime KG still wasn't better than Tim Duncan. Revante says, thoughts on Brandon Roy? Truly unfortunate. Brandon Roy was the Derrick Rose before Derrick Rose. The only difference was Roy ain't get an MVP, but he was well on his way to get one. Not in the seasons that he got hurt, but he definitely would have messed around and got one. Brandon Roy was built different. Nin DG says that Lakers aren't going to sweep. Probably Lakers in 6. I got the Lakers in 5. I said before the season started. Before the series started, I got the Lakers in 5. Jalen Murphy says Duncan, Dirk, KG, and AD. So you just no Karl Malone on the list. All right. Gus says KG is not a top 5 power forward. .641 left on the clock. 22-point lead in favor of the Los Angeles Lakers. George Costanza says that the Nuggets do not match up well with the Lakers. They might get swept. I agree. Only reason why I have the Nuggets winning in 5 is because I don't believe the Lakers are going to have any sweeps this postseason. I think the Nuggets are going to have a game where their backup is against the wall and they're like, yo, I'm not getting swept. And they put up crazy, crazy numbers. Bang. Danny Green puts in a 3. .118.93. Paul Gasol on the list. He probably top 20 power forwards, but he not in the top 10. Oh my God, Rondo's vision is ridiculous. Of course, Danny Green's a bum, so he can't finish inside and ruined a great assist for Rondo. I really don't like Danny Green. I don't like this guy at all. Chaos, Lucario says, what would I say is the greatest franchise? Probably the Lakers. Some say the Celtics, but the Celtics had space in between 86 to 2008. That's 22 years where you didn't get no titles. The Lakers, you got, I think the 50s when they were in Minneapolis, I think they had something over there. The 80s 5, the 90s nothing, but they were still competing in the 90s. Tail end of the 90s, beginning of the 90s. The middle, not so much. And in the 2000s, you win titles. So I think, And then this past decade, nothing. So it's really between Boston and LA, but I think LA. Because when you talk about the all-time leading scorers, 4 of the 5 played for the Lakers, right? Star ability, the Lakers. So franchise-wise, probably the Lakers. The Lakers are the team of the NBA. They're the face of the NBA. A little bit under 5 minutes left to play. Layup inside for the Nuggets. Steven says, who would get more interceptions in this league, Ronnie Lott or Deion Sanders? Deion Sanders, because Ronnie Lott would be suspended a lot. No pun intended. Ronnie Lott would be suspended because his brand of hitting would not be allowed in today's game. Deion Sanders meshes perfectly with today's game. Slick Dizzy says that Denver will bounce back in game 2. One would hope. If Denver wants to bounce back, let's talk about what they got to do towards next game in order to correct their problems here. First and foremost, let me go over to the stat sheet so I could go and let you know what things are looking like right now, right? If we look at the stats, first and foremost, foul trouble. Jokic should not have 5 fouls. Murray should not have 3 or 4 fouls. These guys have to play disciplined basketball. Have to play disciplined basketball. They have 37 free throws that were shot for the Lakers tonight. They're 27 of 37, right? The Nuggets only shot 24 free throws. If they're shooting 13 more free throws than you guys, that is a problem, okay? That needs to be fixed. Rebounds were fairly even. Both teams, the Nuggets have 9 offensive rebounds. The Lakers have 10. The Lakers have 32 assists. They're playing better team basketball. 6 blocks, 8 steals, 6 less turnovers than the Nuggets. 56 points in the paint, like I predicted, over 50, right? If the Nuggets want to win this game, first thing they need to do, holy shit, Bol is coming into the game. But if the Nuggets want to win, they can't outrun the Lakers. That's not going to happen. But they have to out-hustle the Lakers. Bar none. You're not going to win in the paint. You're not going to win. You have to out-hustle. You have to out-rebound them. You have to out-assist them. And you have to have less turnovers. Play the passing lanes. You're not going to stop them in the paint. Force the Lakers to have to play your brand of basketball. That is the only way. Because if they come out and they allow the Lakers to dictate the pace, take the L out of love, it's over, brother. Might as well take out that Metro card, or you might as well call on somebody to sing for you, because sweep around your own front door before you try to sweep around mine. You're going to get swept. They have to win in the paint. Bol comes into this game here. But remember, they talk about Bol going to make a comeback. Aviation, you bugging. You saying Bol going to make a comeback. Bol in the game now, but LeBron got 15 and 12. Howard got 13, 2 blocks. Morris got 9 on 3 or 4 3-point shooting, and Rondo's got 7 points with 9 assists. It don't look big on the stat sheet, but if you saw the impact plays that they made, you know. Oh, they got Jared Dudley in the game? Oh, Jesus. Ladies and gentlemen, if you made a prediction of 100 points, or I should say 200 points or less, consider yourself out of the sweepstakes. Because right now, Total combined points. It actually is 221. So if you have less than 221, that's a shame. LeBron going to the locker room already? How you gonna go to the locker room already? The game not done. How the hell LeBron go to the locker room? The game not even done. Oh, he rolled his ankle? Oh, okay. That's still going to be a topic of conversation. Well, luckily today's a Friday, so sport media can't really talk about it until Monday. Did you see LeBron James? Oh, Bol connects on a jumper. Did you see LeBron James walk to the locker room before the game was over? Where's the sportsmanship? He too big to stay out there and wait until the end of the game. This is what we expect you to be, the face of the league, and you can't even get that done? J.R. Smith puts up a 3. He thought he came into the game so late because he thought the bubble was being played in Cleveland. There was a hologram staying in for him. Somebody keep an eye on Skip Bayless' Twitter. Keep an eye on Skip Bayless' Twitter. I want to see what he has to say about LeBron James going into the locker room early. What do you mean LeBron James went to the locker room? He's not supposed to do that. He's supposed to stay out there until the end. His ankle hurt. He lying. I don't believe him. We them boys. We going to the Super Bowl. But we talking about basketball right now. What happened to my Kawhi? Three-point shot for Denver. Cut their deficit down to 15. Hey, remember, if Denver comes back and wins this game, I'm giving out everybody $50, but turns out that ain't what the deal is going to be because there's no way this is fixing to go down. Let me go to Skip Bayless' Twitter. Let's see what Skip Bayless' Twitter has to say. I haven't said this in a while. Let's go to Twitter World. Go over to Twitter World, see what's going on. I got to get back to promoting what's going on Twitter. Also, I had a video earlier today. There was a lady who evidently said she felt like men should spend $1,000 minimum on the first date. If you haven't already seen it, go to my Twitter, go to my Instagram. I should post it on YouTube, but it's going to get blocked because at the end I say call out, send it to the cavalry, and it's Chris Benoit. So because that's the case, they going to delete it. But y'all go and see that and the tomfoolery coming out of the mouth of these harlots. Let's go over to Skip. See what Skip has to say over here. Well, he tweets, "Thanks a lot, Clippers. This is your fault." Son can't give nobody credit. Here's Skip Bayless. Denver coach Mike Malone, an assistant for 5 years with LeBron's Cleveland team, said during the last dance that LeBron doesn't have the killer mentality that Jordan did. True, but LeBron won't need killer mentality in this series. You ain't wrong. I keep nodding off. Looks like Skip is falling asleep. I predict Lakers in 5, but the Lakers should sweep the Nuggets. If the Lakers don't sweep the Nuggets, he gonna talk a gang of shit. Damn, he done switched his tone on Joker. Said Joker's a joke. Homie's just in foul trouble. God damn. Skip Bayless going to be losing his mind. Yeah, it looks like they got to take the L out of Lover. It's pretty much over, brother. J.R. Smith going to take this 3 over here. JaVale McGee shot a 3? That's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. The Nuggets get another basket, but it's pretty much over. What do you know? What's the total? 236. As the Los Angeles Lakers take a 1-0 lead over the Denver Nuggets. I'm sorry, Gus. Now we've got to find out who won the $25. As we know, it's first come, first serve. So we're scrolling all the way up to when we first took our submissions. If you're watching on YouTube, you have an opportunity in the future to win yourself, because every time we stream, we do ourselves a giveaway, all right? And this is when the line had started. So keep an eye out that if you download the Hot Mic app, use the promo code Adonis. If you're watching on YouTube, you got to come over to the Hot Mic app. The very next stream, first off, make sure you click the, oh, it's 114. I'm bugging. Correct the damn score. What is wrong with me? I ain't correct the damn score. I done put the wrong number. What's wrong with me? I'm caught in a genjutsu. I am caught in a goddamn genjutsu. Somebody need to release me. 240 is the total. What is wrong with me? But let's figure out who done won. Every damn... something wrong with me, man. Something wrong with my eyes and shit. I'm bugging. But let's go. We fixing the scroll. We got to figure out who won. Here we go. Come on, phone, focus. There we go. I'm seeing one. Oh, wow. Well, there it is. There it is. Will Ware right there. Will Ware with the 240. You see it right there. Will Ware, that's you, baby. That's you. Shout out to the people on the Patreon. Look at you, Will Ware. Right there with 240. There it is. We don't even got to go any further. There it is right there. Will Ware with 240. Amari had 245, if only. Will Ware got it. Hey, claps in the chat for Will Ware, man. He had 240. Shout out to Will Ware. You got it right, brother. You got it right. Fix yourself, camera. Let me move my head behind it so it can focus. There it is right there, Will Ware. You got 240. Congratulations to Will Ware. You won yourself. Let me see those claps in the comment section for Will Ware. You walking away with this 25 Dura. He said, I'd like to thank Troy Daniels for that final dunk. Indeed he did, and he won you. Congratulations to Will Ware. Drop your Cash App. And if you're watching on YouTube, download the Hot Mic app. Use the promo code Adonis. Damn, Charles Barkley's already sweeping. But download the Hot Mic app. Use the promo code Adonis. You can win yourself $25. Will Ware is the winner with the combined score of 240 points. The Lakers win over the Denver Nuggets 126-114. Flash Ware 34-7. Here we go. Flash Ware. I got you, brother. Congratulations. You won. Oh, I didn't say you've won. I'll have to write that one in. But here you go, Will Ware. Bam. Bam. Here it comes. And bam. You are the winner of tonight's stream. And if you're watching on YouTube, download the Hot Mic app. Let me know in the comment section if you got it. Oh, it's TJ Dozier. Dreadhead said, who's my top all-time lineup? I spoke about this the last stream. All right, Will Ware got it, my man. But I'll give you my top 5 lineup before I head out. So I said it before, but this is my top 5 lineup. Chris Paul, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Tim Duncan, Shaquille O'Neal. Off the bench, Chris Paul, Kobe Bryant, Larry Bird, Karl Malone, and who did I have my backup center? Wasn't it Kareem? Kareem. And then the Yeah, that was off the bench. I can't remember the 11 and 12. I can't remember my 11 and 12. It was Bill Russell and Hakeem, I think. It was two bigs. Can't recall. But yeah, that's my top 5. All right, but ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into Hold My Nugget Studios for Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals, where we saw the Los Angeles Lakers take a 1-0 lead over the Denver Nuggets as they told the Nuggets to hold my Nuggets. Suck my dick. Damn near went up by 30 throughout the doggone stream. All right, I have been your host, the founder, chairman of Hold My Nugget Studios, the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the Chiseled Adonis. Now, stay tuned. Tomorrow we will have game highlight commentary for this game uploaded on my channel. Also, Thursday Night Football game highlight commentary will be also uploaded as well at 3 p.m. Stay tuned. I appreciate all you guys for tuning in. If you're watching on YouTube and you have not already downloaded the Hot Mic app, please go ahead and do so. If you're watching on Hot Mic, make sure you follow me. We are doing a 10K giveaway. When we get to 10K followers on Hot Mic, I am giving away a brand new PS5 and also a brand new Xbox as well. So tell a friend to 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 go and download the Hot Mic app, and you can possibly mess around and win yourself a new gaming console. I am once again the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the Chiseled Adonis, and I am signing out. You guys have a magnificent night.